Top 10 Arabic phrases for travelers. Why Arabic phrases are essential for travelers. Imagine yourself strolling through the bustling souks of Marrakesh, haggling for spices in Moroccan Arabic, or enjoying a delicious meal with locals in Cairo, Egypt. That's the magic of knowing a few essential Arabic phrases. Learning some Arabic can open doors to a more authentic and immersive travel experience. You'll be able to connect with locals on a deeper level, experience the rich culture firsthand, and create lasting memories. It shows respect for the culture and language, demonstrating your willingness to engage with the local community. Essential Arabic greetings. Salam is your go-to greeting for a simple hello. In Morocco, you might hear Sabah al-khayr, good morning, or Masaa al-khayr, good evening. In Egypt, a common greeting is Ahlan wa sahlan, welcome. You'll be saying Shukran, thank you a lot. In some regions, you might hear Merci, thank you as well, especially in areas with French influence. Don't forget to respond with Afwan, you're welcome, or Merci, thank you. When saying goodbye, use as-salama, peace be with you in most regions, but in Egypt, a common farewell is as-salama, goodbye. Navigating daily interactions. Min fadlik, please, is a polite way to request something. In some areas, you might hear Bi-l-jad, please, or min fadlik, please, used more frequently. Just add it on to your request, like, min fadlik, can you help me find the bathroom? When asking for directions, use aina, where is, and point in the direction you're looking. For example, aina al-madam, where is the restaurant? In Morocco, you might hear fain, where use more often. Ana yurid, I want, is your go-to phrase for ordering food and drinks. Just add the thing you want, like Ana yurid shai, I want tea. Exploring local culture. When you're shopping at a local market, you can use kam hadas, how much is this, to find out the price of something. In Morocco, you might hear shal hadas, how much is this, more commonly used. As-salama, goodbye, is your best friend for leaving a shop or ending a conversation with a local. In Egypt, you might hear as-salama, goodbye, more frequently. Knowing a few basic Arabic phrases can help you chat with locals and get a glimpse into their customs. In Morocco, you might find locals appreciate your attempts to speak their dialect, Darija. Beyond the basics. Ahlan wa sahlan, welcome, is a super warm greeting that shows you're happy to be there. It's like saying, you're so welcome, come on in. This phrase is particularly common in Egypt. As-salama, goodbye, is super versatile. Use it to say farewell, but also for saying good night, or even see you later. You don't need to be a language expert. Even a few Arabic phrases can make your trip more awesome. Keep practicing, and you'll be surprised at how much you can learn. 10 Arabic words and phrases to enrich your trip to Egypt. Arabic can be an intimidating language to learn, with dozens of varieties that vary geographically and sounds that don't come naturally to a native English-speaking palate. Egyptian Arabic has its own set of quirks, but travelers will find that learning some basic phrases packs benefits disproportionate to the effort. Plus, it's an excellent way to return the famous Egyptian hospitality you'll experience on your expedition. Here are 10 phrases you can use to enrich your time in Egypt, whether you're stepping into the ancient realms of the pharaohs or combing the streets of Cairo in search of the city's best bowl of kosheri. Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. This is an all-purpose greeting that can be shortened to simply salam, meaning peace, and it is near universally well received. Starting your conversation with a local greeting is respectful and friendly, even if you immediately switch to English. The appropriate response is wa alaikum salam, peace be upon you as well. Sabah al-khayr. Good morning. Cairo crackles with energy well into the night. Outdoor cafes seem to spring from the sidewalk the moment the sun sets, and Karens of all ages spend hours socializing over Turkish coffee, backgammon, shisha water pipes, and selfies. After each busy night, the sun rises over the east bank of the Nile, and shortly thereafter, the calming sounds of the call to prayer resonate through the streets. It's morning in Cairo, and a moment of calm settles over the city before the heat of the day sets in. You might tell your neighbor, Sabah al-khayr, or good morning, on your way to breakfast, and hear a sleepy Sabah al-noor, or morning light, in response. Shukran. Thank you. Experienced travelers know it's essential to learn how to say thank you wherever they visit, and this small politeness goes a long way in Egypt. Luckily, the word is a relatively easy one and perfectly appropriate to use whenever you wish to express gratitude, whether you're ordering a fresh mango juice or getting your ticket ripped en route to a tomb or temple. You will almost certainly hear a happy Afwan, "You're welcome," in return. Laziza. Delicious. Be sure to keep this one handy, because there's only one way to describe the fresh tahini that can be drizzled over anything and everything: the smoked eggplant and grilled tomatoes smothered in olive oil, and the crispy fava bean falafel. Delicious. My personal favorite dish is a regional staple and true meal of the people, kosheri. It's the ultimate comfort food, with rice, pasta, lentils, and chickpeas, all covered with tomato sauce and crispy onions. What really puts this dish over the top is a special dressing of vinegar and garlic that you pour over the whole thing just before digging in. Laziza indeed. Nujum, stars. Before I traveled to Egypt, I knew to look out for detailed hieroglyphics, clean lines, and proportionate objects. I knew the ancient Egyptians depicted animals, people, gods, and landscapes in bright colors and in their iconic dynastic style. Seeing these works in person was as breathtaking as promised, but even the recognizable landmarks held surprises. I was not prepared for the ceilings painted with stars. Every tomb and temple sported the motif. This detail, more than any of the others, endeared me to the ancients and served as a tangible reminder that they looked up at the night sky over the Nile and likely experienced the same sense of wonder that we do when stargazing today. Jamila, beautiful. The famed Nile runs the length of Egypt, and sailing the serene, albeit populous river is still among the best ways to experience the daily rhythms of local life. Aboard a ship, you can appreciate the way lush wetlands transition into fertile farmlands and orderly rows of date palms. The scene is every shade of green, made all the more breathtaking by the stark backdrop of brown desert behind it. A flock of snow-white egrets takes sudden flight out of the reeds, and a boy on the riverside pulls out a flopping fish with a homemade rod. You think about the ways the scene has and hasn't changed in the past several millennia since humans have inhabited it, and you can understand what draws people to the river valley. Beyond its life-supporting nature, it is utterly Jamila. Maya, water. Ancient Egyptians worshipped the Nile, and it continues to support nearly 100 million Egyptians, plus many others across East Africa. Life in Egypt still centers around the Great River and its vital Mon. On the wide riverside walkways in Cairo, families gather for birthday parties, couples of all ages stroll, and young men swim for a break from the relentless heat. In Upper Egypt, you'll notice many of the same activities, as well as a dominant agriculture industry that depends on irrigation from the river. The river no longer floods annually, but the water still provides. Habibi, my love. I was in a dusty spice shop in Aswan trying to smell my way through the list of seasonings I wanted to take home, and the fast-talking spice dealer was adding items to my bag faster than I could say, Shukran. The price was mounting quickly, and I couldn't get his attention until, in a move I only had the privilege to get away with as a foreign woman, I dropped Habibi, a term of endearment widely used for all manner of sweet-talking. Mothers use it with their kids. Close friends use it with each other, and it's ubiquitous in Egyptian pop music. In my case, the shopkeeper broke into a huge smile, told me he had underestimated me, and gave me a better price for my spices, plus he threw in a free bag of candy. Inshallah, God willing. This phrase is widely used to answer all kinds of questions in Egypt in lieu of a straightforward yes or no. Will we have good weather tomorrow? Inshallah. Will the ship depart on time? Inshallah. Even a goodbye as innocuous as see you tomorrow is answered with inshallah. On the surface, the phrase suggests that nothing happens that isn't God's will, but in practice it allows the user to express their hopes that something might happen, while conveniently abdicating responsibility for any specific outcome. Once you learn the phrase, you'll hear it everywhere and may come to appreciate the casual reminder to expect the unexpected and keep an open mind in Egypt. Yalla, let's go. For many travelers, an Egyptologist guide is the highlight of their trip to Egypt. When exploring with one of these experts, each new monument is contextualized and interpreted with skill, sensitivity, and critical thought around what these sites mean for Egyptians and for the world at large. As I learned more on my journey through the country, I didn't need as much explanation to situate the sites in history, but each morning still started with an overview of what I would see, ending with a wave and a quick yalla, let's go, from my guide. I now associate the phrase with the giddy anticipation of new experiences, and I encourage you to do the same.
Yalla.